Beatrice Public Schools promotes good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Any profanity, ethnic, sexist, or intimidating comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the facility. Thank you for your cooperation and good luck to both teams. Once again, concessions and restrooms are all available here on the lower level of the press box on the west side of the field. Fans are reminded that they're not permitted to go onto the field before, during, or after the game. Fans must remain outside the 4-foot chain link at all times. We leave in the complex tonight. Fans are asked to be patient and to follow the instructions of law enforcement officials that will be in place to seek the help. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatrice High School Marching Band.
I got the live stream going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and the Beatrice High School Band under the direction of Miranda Carter, Nick Thompson, Casey Cirillo, and Kayla Sherry will play our national anthem.
And we welcome you to the House of Orange. It's Beatrice. The Orangemen football team play host to the Grizzlies of Standing Bear. Both teams are 1-7 on the year. I'm Brian Cook, sitting alongside the maestro, Andrew Johnson. On our Beam Dream Team tonight, we're pulling out some veterans we have. And they are Ezzy Cuevas, the smartest man on the planet. Alex Veneman, we call him Vinny. And Alexis Warningsine will be joining us a little bit later, but 3 veterans Beam Dream Teamers coming back to help us today.
Yeah, I really appreciate them coming back. We got 8 students in Beam this year. 4 of them are directly involved with the game tonight, either band, color guard, or football. 2 softball players, that were part of that state championship team earlier this week, so they've got some things going on. We got one that's in volleyball. She's got stuff going on, and Caden has run the camera for us at a lot of games recently, so he's got the night off. These guys stepped up and said, yeah, we'll come out and do it. So we'll do our best to bring you the sights and some of the sounds from the game, and just, here we go. Last game of the season. Let's see what happens.
Well, thank you, Alex, Vinny, and the smartest man on the planet, Ezzy Cuevas, for joining us tonight on Beam Broadcasting. Got some great sponsors. We'll go through this broadcast, talk about our sponsors and how you can be a sponsor and possibly join the Beam Dream Team this year. Beatrice will be receiving the kickoff to begin the game. They are in their gray and orange uniforms. Lincoln Standing Bear Grizzlies are white uniforms with blue pants, and so both teams looking for their second win of the season. Beatrice defeated Crete. Standing Bear defeated Lincoln Northwest, and there's 2 wins between these 2 teams today. Here we go. Beatrice takes the kickoff. Buckle your seatbelts. Get ready for the ride. Coming down the near side and across the 30, down about the 35-yard line on the return, and that was Bo Spilker.
Yeah, great return for the Orangemen there straight off the bat, all the way up to the 35-yard line. So found a little room on that sideline, and here we go. Great start for the Orangemen.
Well, I predicted for the game, we all did our predictions, was that Beatrice would score a touchdown on the offense, special teams, and defense tonight.
Nobody's going to complain about that if that happens. Right?
Yeah. Well, here we go, folks. Beatrice, their first possession of the football game. Boston Crawford, shotgun formation, fumbles it, and gets back on it. Looked like, I don't know, it was a bad snap or just miscommunication there, but a loss of some yardage there for Beatrice.
It's unfortunate you get that great kick return by Bo. And then the snap was just a little bit to the left of Boston there, but I think he just took his eyes off it and went right past his hand there. So unfortunately now the Orangemen backed up, 2nd and 22 from their own 23 here.
Loss of 12 on the play. Beatrice again in shotgun formation. One lone setback. Crawford puts a man in motion. That is John Reason, and Reason takes the handoff and doesn't get anywhere. Maybe lost a yard or 2 on the play. Good penetration by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, left side or the right side of the Orangeman line there. The Grizzlies were through there pretty quick. I'll say fun to see this new school a couple times this week. We saw them Tuesday night for volleyball, and now here tonight for football. Nice to have some schools our size relatively closer to us. You know, it's been a lot of years. Beatrice has done a lot of traveling, especially considering you're on the east side of the state. But, you know, when Norris and Crete are your closest ones that are 35 and 45 minutes away, nice to have another one that's in that same ballpark range.
And they're all loaded with freshmen, sophomores, and only a few juniors this year. Snap and the pass to the far side. And it is Bo Spilker with the reception. Pickup of about 12 or 13 on the play. Got back close to the original line of scrimmage. Call it a 13-yard pickup for Bo Spilker, his first reception.
Yeah, they call it 4th and 11 now. So, again, unfortunately, that error on that first down snap going to cost the Orangemen, and we'll see what the Grizzlies can do.
Beatrice punting the football here. And have a fake punt. Merrick Johnson.
All the way up the left side.
Wow. The fake punt does work. Merrick Johnson takes it all the way into Grizzly territory.
See if we can get you an angle on a replay there. Sorry about that.
About a 16-yard pickup for Merrick. Down to the 39-yard line of Standing Bear. So the fake punt, and Merrick Johnson gets the first down for Beatrice. Offset I formation here. Crawford goes under center this time. Boston hands off to the tailback. He's up the middle, across the 30, 20, 15, 10. See you later. Merrick Johnson does the work on this drive. Wow.
Yeah, right up the middle. See it here on the replay. Nice hole on the right side of the line between the guard and the tackle there, it looked like, and just right up through the Standing Bear linebackers. It sucked up to the line a little bit too much, and all he had to do was get past them.
Well, it didn't start good with the fumble on the play on the very first play, but Merrick Johnson corrects with a fake punt and a 39-yard touchdown run. And so Beatrice on the board first.
Yeah, and looking back at that fake punt, that was just a snap back to him, and straight off to the races he went, off to the left side, just beat him out on the corner. I don't know if they saw that, you know, they're just a little tight on their double handoff here on the conversion, and then they choose to try and throw it. So a little trickeration, interesting play there for the Orangemen, trying to go for two after scoring that touchdown. But nice conversion for the Orangemen on a couple of plays there after one that, you know, a lot of times this year would have set us back and we would not have recovered from it. So last game of the year, pull out all the stops, have fun. Let's get these boys out of here with a win.
That's the main, having fun. Melanie Kobza said it the other night in the volleyball match against Nebraska City. When we were playing well, the girls were having fun. When they were tight and not having fun, it allowed Nebraska City back into the match. So having fun, you made a good point there.
That's my one for the night. I'm done.
Our thanks to Ezzy Cuevas out there and Alex Veneman. Appreciate you boys being here. Alexis Warnzing will be joining us a little bit later and doing some camera work. Our Beam Dream Team. I'm Brian Cook along with the maestro Andrew Johnson as Beatrice scores first, takes an early 6-0 lead. So now the Grizzlies will have their first possession of the game. Did not see that after that fumble. I did not see that coming.
No, on 4th and 11 at your own, where were they at? Like the
22-yard line.
Well, let's see. They originally got to the 35. So it would have been the 34. I think they would have been at for 11 yards, and then away we go.
Nice kickoff return for Standing Bear. Gets back close to the 38-39-yard line. That's where they'll start their first possession. Let's see what the Orangemen defense can do now. Hayden Holdren is the quarterback for the Grizzlies. He is a junior this year. They've inserted plenty of players throughout the year on running back, wide receiver, and slot back this year. And so we'll have to see who their running backs and wide receivers are for this game. A lot of freshmen and sophomores on the team. Hayden Holdren, quarterback, will hand off to the tailback, and boy, great play by the Beatrice defense there, stops him, and that is E.J. Felder on the carry. Gain of maybe 1, if you got that.
Nice job right here on the replay. You can see the Orangeman just blew up that line, and in there looked like it was, I'm not entirely sure who that was.
The numbers, again, hard to pick up on those gray uniforms, but
yeah. I think the one thing we changed is doing white numbers on those gray jerseys. They would pop a little better. And there we go, another negative play.
Felder took the pitch out, and boy, Beatrice stops him immediately. It's a loss on the play of 4 or 5. It's like about 4, loss of 4. So now it's Standing Bear in negative yardage on their first possession here. Beatrice, watch out here and watch out for fakes. Because like you said, they're going to put all the stops here. It's the last game of the year. Hayden Holdren, he was a Norris, went to Norris before going to Lincoln Standing Bear. Drops back the pass, airs it down the middle field, and it's incomplete.
Receiver is open there, number 5 for Standing Bear. That's Chase Locker, right across the middle. Just couldn't quite get that. It was just off his fingertips there.
So it is 4th and 14. This is pretty much where Beatrice was before the fake punt, and they scored a touchdown the following play after that. Let's see what Lincoln Standing Bear will do here after having negative yards on their first possession. They line up for punt formation. Snap is back.
And blocked.
Block punt.
Going to roll out right there at the 28-yard line. Wow. Great job by Izzy on the sideline camera. Got that block, and it rolls right out. Get you a replay right here of that one.
I'm kind of curious who got the block there. There were 3 or 4 Orangemen in there.
Let's see if we can figure out who that was. Just what the doctor ordered for the Orangemen.
Yes. Now, good field position here for Beatrice and their second possession. 1st and 10 Orangemen at the 28-yard line. Handoff goes to Merrick Johnson. Stiff arms and breaks the tackle and falls forward to about the 25, 26-yard line. Pick up about 2 on the play. Merrick 3 carries for 57 yards and a touchdown so far. So 2nd down and 8 for the Orangemen at the 26-yard line.
I believe it was Caden Schuster on the block there for the Orangemen.
Good job, Caden. Caden is 6 foot, 160-pound senior this year. And nothing like having a great play in your senior year.
Last game, senior year, get in there and get it done.
So here we go under center, offset I formation for Beatrice. It is a counter play here near side, sweep. I think that is John Reason, not sure. On the carry, no, Bo Spilker on the carry.
Kind of fortunate to get back to where he did there. He was going, and there was a defender in the backfield. He chose to go further backfield, but was able to get around him and go up and gain a couple more yards there.
Gonna give him a gain of 2 there, make it 3rd down and 7. Orangemen at the Grizzlies 25-yard line. Shotgun formation here for Crawford. Crawford drops back, now rolls to his right, looks downfield, heavy rush, it'll be sacked back near the 32-yard line. Good penetration there by the Grizzlies defense. That on the tackle was Miles Behrens, a sophomore this year. So loss of about 7 on the play.
Well, here we go again now, 4th and 14.
Yeah, but you're not in pet situation here. You're going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, this is definitely that in between.
Yeah.
Trust your defense to come up and make a stop again if you don't get hurt. So,
shotgun formation here for Boston. Puts the man in motion. That's John Reason. Airs it out down the field and just overthrew his intended receiver. I believe that was Bo Spilker.
He was there. He was there.
So for turnover on possessions here, and Standing Bear will get it back.
Back at the 32-yard line for the Grizzlies, but another good possession for the Orangemen there.
So 1st and 10, Standing Bear at their own 32-yard line. This is their second possession. And they'll go shotgun formation. Hayden Holden takes the football. Quarterback keeper down the far sidelines, and he is brought down near the 40-yard line. So big gain there for Hayden Holdren, their quarterback. After 27 yards on the pickup there. 1st and 10, Grizzlies now at the Beatrice 41-yard line. Snap goes back to Holdren. He airs it out middle field. Ball is caught by the tight end,
Caden Luby.
Caden Luby has the first reception.
Freshman for them.
But hang on.
So we do have a flag.
And that is holding on the offense. So a race to good pass play for the Grizzlies, as they committed a holding penalty here. So instead of 1st down and 10 inside the Beatrice 30, will be brought back cross midfield back to Standing Bear territory at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 20 at the 49-yard line for the Grizzlies. It's time for the Orangemen defense here to regroup.
Great night for football out there.
For some people, it's a little chilly for me.
That's why we're in here, Brian.
That's right, yes. Well, we took place in Mish Control. Shotgun formation here for Hayden Holden, quarterback. Flag flies, it stops the play.
Dead false start, yes.
I'm going to say that was probably the indication here.
Yep.
Wow, so holding penalty followed by a illegal procedure call. And
you know, that's just one of those things you see with younger teams. You know, I mean, we've seen it ourselves, and I don't want to. This game means something to both teams.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the reality is they're both 1-7. They've played really tough schedules. If you look at those schedules, they've got technically four common opponents. Standing Bear did forfeit to Waverly, so that's one we can't really look at. But they both have played York, Norris, and Pius, who, you know, all have 500 or winning records on the season. So, and I would venture to say, have rosters that have, you know, 50% more kids than either of these teams does on it.
so 2nd down and 15, pick up a 5 on the play for Hayden Holdren, the quarterback for the Grizzlies.
But looking at those common opponents, really the results for both teams are pretty even, you know, as far as how much they lost to those teams by, whatever. So coming into this, I know both teams are expecting a close game that's going to come down to the end. And like a lot of those, who makes fewer mistakes.
Yeah.
So
Pass is complete and brought down across the 30, down about the 26-yard line. Good catch there by Alex Poshpikol. Correction, sorry. That is Henry Crew, or Crew Henry, a sophomore. Look at the wrong roster. No mark him. We'll see where they marked him down at. 26-yard line, so good pickup there. Shotgun formation for the Grizzlies. Hayden Holden looks out near side and caught by the tight end there.
83 on that one. Another freshman, Paul Hart, on that catch. So seen a couple of big tight ends that are freshmen for those guys. And boy, we'd love to have a few of those around here, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would. They'll pick up about 2 on the play there. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 for the Grizzlies inside the Beatrice 25, 24-yard line. Shotgun formation for Holdren. Airs it out and overthrows his attempt. In fact, closest man to it was a Beatrice defender there.
3 closest were
all from Beatrice.
So we're playing shuffleboard. We scored some points there.
Yeah. The shuffleboard reference in football. And I've heard it all.
Nobody even gave me a bingo card of words to say tonight. I did see in the Daily Sun today that new park opened up in Beatrice down on Court Street, 4th and Court, somewhere in there, and it's got a couple shuffleboard courts down there.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty impressive.
That's kind of cool to see. One of the projects from the youth leader, the young leaders of Beatrice class from this year.
Pass overthrown, but flags fly. We may have a pass interference call here.
Yeah, there's going to be. He just
Inside
kind of
the
ran
10.
right into him and knocked him over.
It's a new number on the Beatrice defensive side.
Well, Merrick was over there, and somebody else.
Number
I
6,
the
but
other one.
number 6 is a number, but I don't have a number 6.
I think that was the 8 you were seeing. There.
Okay,
I
so
think that was Merrick.
and these numbers are hard to see on those gray jerseys. So bringing up to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 Grizzlies at the Beatrice 12-yard line. Holdren drops back, pistol formation, hands off to the running back up the middle. That running back is Braylon Koch.
Heavy rush by the Orangemen on this one here, and the linebackers were able to stand them up and stop them for.
About 3, I think.
Yeah, looks like 3 maybe.
That brings up a 2nd down and 7. We have an Orangeman down on the field. I'd like to congratulate the boys cross country team today, a 4th place finish at state.
Yeah, 4th place is a team. That's highest finish in quite some time as a team for the boys. And then Josiah Quinones, senior here at Beatrice, he ran and got 11th place. And Lucas Frazier, another senior here, he got 11th, or Josiah got 8th, and Lucas got 11th. So they give out 15 medals at state cross country, and as a former cross country runner, I could tell you, you have to work very hard to earn even that 15th place medal. My cross country coach in high school said, God gave you elbows for a reason. And that finish at state cross country, if you haven't been out there, it's kind of in this bowl that's just built in the turf there. You know, it's a great spot for spectators to watch that finish line. But you come into it, you're around this pine tree, and you're going into this bowl. And sure enough, I needed my elbows, and you just kind of run wide. And luckily for me, it was a guy from Pius that got the elbow, and I got my medal.
Well,
so
you got a medal.
You know, but super happy for those guys, knowing how hard that is, how many miles they put in. You know, you and I work out at the country club. I'm out there in the mornings, and there's a lot of mornings on the weekends. Those guys are pulling up in the parking lot and doing that, 2.5 mile loop around the outside of the course, and you know, hitting some of the hills that are out there, and just happy for them. Happy to see them earn that medal at state. And they'll have it forever.
Congratulations to Coach Lyle Clausen. Getting his boys there, 4th place finish, 2 state medalists. So a good accomplishment there for Beatrice High School. Holdren drops back to pass, heavy rush, throw in the end zone, almost intercepted. Almost.
Yeah.
In and out of the hands of Merrick Johnson, I believe.
It's one where you're going, do I catch it? Do I catch it? And then, you know, looking at the thing now, you yeah, that was second down. I should have caught it. But
Yeah.
that's the way it goes. Assistant coach Derek Tomjack with cross country too.
Yeah.
So don't want to forget him. But like I said, big accomplishment for those two to go out there and get some medals. It's been a while for Beatrice. I believe they won it back in 2001. They won the
Chris
boys
Dunker
won the
was
state title. Chris Dunker was on that, I know, and some guy with a last name that rhymes with that might have been one of those coaches.
Jeff Junker. Pass incomplete. So now it is 4th down. And they will be going for it, or maybe they'll kick a field goal here.
Yeah, see how they line up here?
Well, there are 3 sports I could never have done because it wasn't tough enough. Cross country was one of them. You could be a tough athlete. That, wrestling, swimming, and diving could not do those 3 because that requires a lot of stamina.
Oh, for sure. And I think you got to be tough. You got to be tough to play football. You got to be tough to play softball. But those 3 that you mentioned, the mental side of it, that is where it really, really wears on. So they're going for it. Rolls out to the left, throws it to the corner, and could have been picked off again. Drops it. But that's not the worst thing in the world either, I guess. I mean, if you would have caught it and taken a knee, we'd be out a little further. But I guess the score clock there said that was still 3rd down. The guys upstairs must have forgot to change that one. But Beatrice is going to get the ball on their own 9 now.
1st and 10, Beatrice. The defense holds. Hayden Holdren was 2 of 3 passing, and then incomplete passes his last 4. So the Beatrice defense doing the job there inside the red zone. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. High formation. Crawford hands off to the tailback. I believe that is Merrick Johnson. And he gets up near the 14-yard line. Took up about 5 on the play. I believe that's Merrick. Call it a gain of 6 there for Merrick Johnson.
It was officially a gain for 6, yes.
Merrick now 4 carries for 63 yards and a touchdown. It's the Merrick Johnson show here in the first quarter. High formation, and Boston Crawford goes under center. Hands off to Merrick again. Merrick bounces it outside. Across the 15-yard line, across the 20, down to the 21-yard line. So pickup of about, I think, 7 on the play. So he's now up to 70 yards, 5 carries.
7-0, 70.
Yeah.
Well, we got 1:13 left on the first.
Yeah.
Just bust one here.
Keep it on the ground. I mean, that was my suggestion. Coach Keiser doesn't have to take my suggestion, but he's doing what I thought he might do. Keep the ball on the ground and let's run the football.
And I'm going to guess that, well, I know you and I talked about it. We thought maybe Standing Bear would run it a bit more than what we've seen so far, but they've had some open guys in that passing game. They just haven't quite connected. And they've got some tall guys too, it looks like. Yeah. So I guess knowing that now, it's not maybe so surprising to see him throw the ball a little bit.
Gain of 4 there for Merrick Johnson. He got 6 carries, 74 yards. 2nd down and 6, Beatrice at their own 26-yard line. Beatrice scored on their first possession after a fake punt, a 39-yard touchdown run by Merrick Johnson. But Beatrice in front, 2-point conversion was no good. We're at 6-0 right now. Merrick again pounding his way up the middle. Talk about wrestlers. Boy, he's wow.
Oh, the ball comes out at the end. Hopefully they're saying the play was dead. No.
So fumble, it was very close to a first down there, but fumbled the football.
See it right here on the replay. He's not down. It's one of those when you got that many other guys around you, you want him to blow the play dead, but Merrick's not going to give up without a fight. That's that wrestling mentality, and comes back to bite him on that one.
Well, good job by the Standing Bear defense there to strip the ball away from Merrick Johnson. So they get the first turnover of the game, although Beatrice did have a blocked punt. That didn't count as a turnover, but that's two big plays in this game. Fake punt obviously being the big one for Beatrice. Shotgun formation for Hayden Holdren. Pitches out to the running back. And he gets back for gain maybe of 1 on the play. That is E.J. Felder.
Beatrice High School activities and Beam would like to thank a few of our sponsors: Beatrice Community Hospital, the Jones Group, Claybaugh Pharmacy, Sunrise Bakery, and First State Bank of Nebraska. Thank you for your support.
Again, if you want to become a Beam sponsor, contact the high school, contact Maestro Andrew Johnson. He'll fill you in on the details of what you get in the sponsorship package. I'm going to tell you from a non-guy in here is that your money will stay in Beatrice, will stay at the high school, whereas other media outlets, it goes to Lincoln, Omaha, Norfolk, other places. Your money, your sponsorship money, stays right here in town. That's a benefit. Yet your main core of people visiting your business, sponsorship of Beam Broadcasting.
Well, there's a couple of written up levels of sponsorship. We have a $1,000 level, and it gets your logo here on the Beam live feed and also on the video board in the Ozone. Just finished up volleyball last night, but basketball is just over a month away, so we got time to get you up on there for basketball. There is a $3,000 level, gets you a permanent sign in the gym, so no matter what's going on in the gym, your logo gets seen in there, in addition to those 2 digital signages you get on the stream and on the video board. But if one of those package levels doesn't work for you, get a hold of us. We'll figure something out. Definitely, I'll run as many ads on here as you guys want. So yeah, we've got some plans of things we want to add for next year and do some of that, but it all takes money. We were lucky this year to get to do a couple of days out at softball, and it was great. Everything went really well. But the big thing there is 95% of the stuff that we used to do, football or volleyball or basketball, we need to use the same stuff to do softball. So it's a lot of work to pack that stuff up and move it out there and do those games.
Yeah.
And I know it was appreciated by the folks that were out there, and I want to say thank you to all those people and Gus Brown for allowing us to do that. But we'd love to make life a little easier and just, get a little more quit and be able to do some more of those things.
Yeah, be great. Pass, the far side is caught, and across the 20, down across the 15 to the 13-yard line, and that is Crew Henry. The reception there is second reception.
Nice little pass out to the flat on the right side for him. A few more of our sponsors: Building Tech, FNBO, Garnett Investment Strategies, Security First Bank, the Beatrice YMCA, and Southwick Chiropractic. Thank you to all of you.
First down and goal now first and 10 for Standing Bear up the middle. And the run to the far side now, brought out of bounds. And that is Cooper Schultz.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was down there in the line, and then all of a sudden he's bouncing out to the outside. I was looking at one of these screens, and just all of a sudden he sneaks out the side there. So nice run by Cooper Schultz there.
Pickup of 8 on the play. He's second down and 2 at the Beatrice 5-yard line. Beatrice up 6-0 here in the early parts of the second quarter. Beatrice scored on their first possession after a fake punt. 39-yard run by Merrick Johnson. Now the Grizzlies are threatening to score. Hayden Holdren drives inside and falls forward into the end zone for a touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown run by Hayden Holdren.
Nice run there. You can kind of see it on the sideline replay. Looks like he's going to go out to the right, cuts it back to the middle. Beatrice maybe had a couple of guys had a chance to tackle him there right there before he got back to the line of scrimmage, but he finds a hole and leans forward for that touchdown.
So it ties it up at 6 here. Now the Grizzlies have a choice of a 2-point conversion or 1-point conversion here. They want to try to kick the extra point and take the lead. And they'll go for 2. Shotgun formation, Holdren keeps the ball, airs it out near side, and the 2-point conversion is good. The completion to number 81 on the reception there. That is Caden Luby, a freshman.
Check that, 83, Brian.
83, all right.
Which is Paul Hart, freshman.
Yep. They're all freshmen, it seems like.
We're just going to assume freshman.
Yeah. It's 8-6 now in favor of Standing Bear. Our congratulations again going out to the cross-country team today. How about the state champion Lady Orange softball team? We were mentioning broadcasting the districts and sub-districts out there. Great job for head coach Gary Lytle and his staff. Layla Boyko, who's a member of our Beam Broadcasting. Lexi Mustin, a member of our Beam Broadcasting, part of that state championship team. And also successful this fall. We'll talk about fall sports. How about Aubrey Simmons, state qualifier for Coach Ross Hoagland and the Lady Orange golf team earlier this fall.
Yeah, Ross gets 1 qualifier in his first year as the head girls golf coach. So next year on year 2, he's got to have 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
3, and then we got to get the team in there. And I'm gonna send him a message and say, hey, pressure's on, buddy.
That's right. You got to keep up with Dick Stewart.
Oh, and the kick is, it was a short kick.
It looks like it was fumbled but fell on, but Beatrice has it back at the, 22-yard line maybe? 23-yard line?
I think maybe that was Evan Roberts running up to try and grab that. Just couldn't quite get there off his fingertips and onto the turf, but he was able to fall in. So be nice to have a catch and run, of course, but didn't turn it over.
1st and 10 Beatrice at their own 24-yard line. Standing Bear leads at 8-6 here. 10:45 to go in the first half. Crawford will go under center, man in motion. Handoff goes to the motion man. Up the middle, and that is John Reason.
Yeah, he was close to busting that one too.
Still got a good pickup.
Yeah, one guy right here at the end, you can see as he comes through, able to stick his arm out and spin him enough to slow him down and trip him up. But good run. Picks up 9 on that play. 2nd and 1 from the 33 now.
Again, I formation. Boston Crawford will go under center. John Reason in motion. Handoff goes back to John. Reason falls forward. A fumble on the play, but it's called down by the official. So it'll be 1st and 10 Beatrice. Pick up of about 2 on the play for John Reason.
Well, either way, he was able to reach out and grab that one back in. We can see it here on the replay. Goes through trips, kind of hits into the back of his own guy, and the ball comes out. He knew it right away, found it, was able to reach out with that left arm and pull it back in. But a couple of, to use a volleyball term, a couple of unforced errors here. It's not what you want to see. You think last game of the season, you'd be looking for a little cleaner game, but.
High formation, John Reason in motion. Handoff goes to the fullback up the middle. I believe that is Hayden. Is that Hayden? Yep. It is. Hayden Connor. First carry of the game for him. Loss of about a half a yard. Or is it gain of 9? I'm sorry, gain of 9 on the play for Hayden. Look at the wrong sticks. Up to the 45-yard line. So 2nd down and inches here for the Orangemen at the 45. One wide receiver splits wide to the left side. I formation. Boston Crawford goes under center. Hands off. Merrick Johnson up the middle. Big hole across the midfield marker. 50, 40, breaks the tackle and out of bounds. Big time run by Merrick Johnson.
Again, nice hard run by him. You see there's around that edge. Good angle by number 12 for standing there. That's Cooper Schultz again, but he's one of their juniors they have on the team. But you know, when you're going to go up against Merrick Johnson, I'm guessing Cooper hasn't seen a guy like that coming at him that, you know, has state wrestling medals and pretty much lives in the weight room, I think. So
Merrick is a specimen. Handoff to fullback up the middle.
nothing doing there. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Connor Hayden with the carry. Merrick Johnson now 8 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Beatrice driving. 2nd down and 10 at the 43-yard line. And Beatrice doing their job on the ground. Boston is 1-for-1 passing, 13-yard completion to Bo Spilker. Handoff. And it comes around here to the near side. Man, lost the yard.
Ended up losing. That's another one of those, like I talked about earlier, where there's a guy, and instead of just taking your 1 yard gain or whatever, you try to go out and around him, and it ended up losing 2 yards. So instead of a 3rd and 9, now we're looking at a 3rd and 12.
So 3rd down and 12, Orangemen at the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation for Boston Crawford. One lone setback, man in motion is John Reason. It is a sweep. The far side gets down to about the 35-yard line. Be 4th down and very short here. Pick up of about 11 yards on the play. So 4th down and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice hole on the left side of the line there for him to go up through that time. And had a blocker. I even saw a lineman blocking out there. He was about 20 yards downfield. I don't know that he maybe touched anybody, but he was there.
Very impressed with our offensive line so far in this game.
Yeah, well, you know, there's been some discussion, you know, in the last few weeks. I'm sure a lot of our viewers have seen or heard some of that about, you know, even with Class A. Benson had to forfeit their last couple of games of the season. Standing Bear forfeited one due to illness and stuff earlier this season. You know, about the talk is trying to, you know, create a little more parity. Put some of the, you know, some find a way to make another division to even out some of those things. Because there's definitely some of those schools in the Class A ranks that would be better suited playing schools like Norris and Beatrice and Standing Bear than they are playing Millard North and West Side and some of those Benning, you know, Gretna that you see in Class A a lot of times.
Flags on the play here. Merrick Johnson running down the near sidelines in to the end zone for a touchdown, but we'll have to wait and see what the penalty flag is for back at the 30-yard line. Holding on the offense, so instead of Merrick's 2nd touchdown of the game, 30-plus yards, that will be brought back. Critical penalty there for the Orangemen.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was an easy one. It wasn't just holding; it was tackling on the offense.
Yeah. I was talking about the offensive line, the job they've been doing it here in this first half of the play. You know, Merrick Johnson's had some big gaping holes to run through. We've seen John Reason have that same luxury too. That all starts in the trenches with the offensive line. Our offensive linemen doing a great job out there right now. That time, someone was called for holding or tackling. Boston Crawford goes back to the huddle. Here we go. 1st down and 20 at the 40-yard line. I formation and
take a timeout.
Timeout. Like. Might be after they were kind of rushed for time there.
Yeah, it's one of the things that, you know, got added here at the House of Orange this year was those play clocks. You can see them down on the field. They're in the end zone back there. Keeps them honest. You know, that thing starts running when it's supposed to start running, and there's no stopping it. You know, before we had those, it's up to the officials to kind of count and let you know, hey, we're getting close. Maybe a little gray area, but when it's a machine, there's no cheating that. So
we had a officiating staff here last time we had a home game.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
They had to turn the play clocks, or I thought something was wrong with the play clocks, but that's not the case.
Yeah, Turns out, for whatever reason, the officials were ignoring the play clocks. I don't know if they didn't see them or what the case was there. They weren't using those as a resource for themselves, so they ended up from the press box not running the play clocks and just letting the officials run the game. But
it remains first down and 20 for the Orangemen. Handoff goes, I believe that is John Reason up the middle, across the 35, down about 34, 33-yard line. Pick up with 6 or 7 on the play.
almost back to that original line of scrimmage. Might be even, 7 yards. Looks like maybe 6.
It looks like Reason is.
I think that was Merrick on the carry, though.
It was John Reason.
Was it?
Yeah, it was John. You can run
Merrick,
the
Merrick
play.
was, well, I could if I remembered. that's so, when I'm helping you, sometimes I get distracted.
John Reason now 6 carries, 24 yards. Second down and 14 at the 34-yard line. Crawford in shotgun formation, and flags fly.
Lineman was ready to pull out around the left side and left a half second too early.
Illegal illegal procedure will make it second down 19. Bring the ball back to the 39-yard line. Penalties have hurt both teams in this game, but not a lot. It's been a fake punt for Beatrice, block punt for Beatrice, and some penalties on both sides that have determined play here, especially on where the ball is located at in field position.
One fumble by Beatrice. Staneyberg. I think that was at the possession then. There was a long pass play and they turned it into their points.
There's another sack. Standing Bears defensive lineman Soren Scott, sophomore, sacked Boston back near the 47-yard line.
He went right through 2 of the linemen there and just said nope.
Been bragging about the offensive line. Let one of those gaps go through. So third down and very long, 27. Ball at the 47-yard line.
Hey, it's no 4th and 42 like Nebraska had one time.
Yeah. They're at Ohio State tomorrow. Boston looking at field, airs it out, and it is incomplete here on the near sidelines. So it brings up a 4th down and long at the 47. I expect Beatrice will probably punt here.
I would think so.
They got it deep into Standing Bear territory down to the 30-yard line for penalties and sacks. For Beatrice on this drive.
Yeah, it is 4th down. You can see it on that sideline marker there. For some reason, the scoreboard's just showing 3rd down today.
Merrick will punt the ball, and the ball rolls inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. Great punt by Merrick Johnson.
Nicely done.
Again, this first half has been defined by Merrick Johnson for Beatrice.
Well, I had to guess, though, if we would have said before the game, who's going to be the impact player, he would have been a lot of this.
Yeah. I think Van Essen mentioned him in his predictions.
He was specifically mentioned.
Yeah. And that's a no-brainer. I mean, he's just that talented an athlete. I can't wait for wrestling to see what he can do on the mat. He is just an animal when it comes to wrestling and football. A man among boys, Merrick Johnson. Shotgun formation here for Hayden Holden and the Grizzly offense. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Holden runs forward and it'll be dropped there. I think Merrick Johnson on the defense there.
Yeah, gain of 3 or 4 there. Looks like he was just starting to slide and
swallowed it up.
You're not sliding yet, so I'm gonna pop you.
Yeah. So it brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Grizzlies at the 14-yard line. Standing Bear leads at 8-6 here, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hayden Holden, shotgun formation, pitch out, and wow, good penetration by the defense there. Loss of 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, nicely done by the Orangemen. You see here on the left side, linebacker is going to sniff that out and just come up and make that good ankle open field tackle.
So 3rd down and 9 for the Grizzlies, the 11-yard line. Beatrice defense stepping up when they need to here. Shotgun formation for Hayden Holden. Holdren looking downfield, airs it out down the middle of the field, and it looks like it is caught near the 40, 41, 42-yard line.
Chase Locker again on that catch. He's had a couple of those long catches for him.
It's a gain of 31. First and 10. Grizzlies at the 42-yard line. Big play there for the Grizzlies. Gets them into manageable position here for maybe a late score here in the first half. Hayden Holdren, shotgun formation, drops back, airs it out, almost intercepted. Nice diving attempt there.
Boy, yeah, if you're the Orangemen, the last thing you want to see here happen before halftime is them go all the way from the 3 or 4 yard line, whichever it was they had to start on, all the way down and score before half. You got to feel pretty good about this first half so far, considering you fumble the ball, you know, right midfield area for them at one time. And otherwise, Orangemen have been pretty much in control of this half.
Yeah. Shotgun formation. Holdren hands it off to the running back here.
Fumble.
Braden Cook, and fumble on the play. Be a gain of about
Beatrice
5.
Has it.
Yes, they do. Fumble on the play.
There we go,
and Beatrice
boys.
has it back inside Grizzly territory at the 47-yard line. So the defense again stepping up here big time. Look on the replay.
Right there. Trying to see, was that maybe Merrick that hit him with the shoulder to pop that loose? It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Beatrice here at the 47-yard line, trailing 8-6 here with 2.5 to go in the first half of play. I'd like to see a good drive on the ground here.
Yeah, eat up the rest of that clock, get down there, get some points, take the lead into halftime.
I formation, Crawford under center, handoff. Nope, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, airs it out down the field, and almost intercepted. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, pretty well underthrown on that one. See, north to south, that is, with whatever wind is left out there at this point. Usually, you know, this time of year especially, that wind dies down once the sun goes down. But it was blowing pretty good left to right as we're looking at it earlier today.
So 2nd down and 10 at the 47-yard line. I formation, Boston Crawford will go under center. Hands off, Merrick Johnson. Again, a nice hold there and falls forward for a gain of 3 on the play. So 3rd down and 7 now for the Orangemen at the 44-yard line. Those are the plays I like to see. Run the football up the middle. If your offensive lines open up holes for you, use that to your benefit. You win the battle in the trenches. Tom Osborne, by watching the Husker teams of the past, taught me that, how important it was to win the trenches and run the football. I formation. Crawford puts Bo Spilker in motion. Handoff, Merrick up the middle. Slips through a few tackles, gets down about the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play.
Pretty much the exact same play as last time. See here again, he's just going to go to the right side and take on the contact and say, you know what, I'll take my 3-4 yards, whatever you're going to give me. And I'll hit you in the process.
Looks like Merrick's down. He has 11 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. He's back up. So I have to step off for a play. So 4th down and about 3 here for the Orangemen. As a 40. With Merrick, he's a punter too. He's your primary offensive weapon. What do you do here? I'm going to call out Coach Andrew Johnson on
well,
this.
even without Merrick, you got Bo Spilker and John Reason you can put back there.
Yeah.
And, they definitely give you a different look than Merrick does. Merrick's he's looking for contact, you know. He's but Bo's maybe just and John a little quicker once they get out and find a hole. So
John Reason is back there with him, and the timeout called by the Grizzlies here. With 1:23 to go here in the first half. And Standing Bear up by a score of 8-6.
So I don't know, since they're taking the timeout, can Merrick be back in now?
That I think he's got to run a play before he's qualified to get back in. If there's a stoppage of play because of an injury, I think you have to run a play.
Watching him around the huddle there, and he's just on the outside of it. So I would guess that is correct, and that's kind of what I thought too, but I didn't know with the other team taking it, you know.
That's, I don't know. I assume
he's not in that huddle right now.
Yeah.
So
they have to run a play. I'm sure that's the rule.
Yeah, we can see him right there moving around the outside. You know he's itching to get back in there.
He wants back in, especially in a critical play like this at 4th and 3. He will return back to the sideline. John Reason will be back there with Boston Crawford. So Beatrice going to rely on their speed here to try to pick up the first down. 4th down and 3 at the 40-yard line. Boston Crawford in shotgun formation, and hard count by Boston Crawford gets Beatrice the first down.
And guess who gets to come back in now?
Yes. Boston Crawford did that with his vocal cords. So 1st and 10, Beatrice at the 35-yard line.
We will take it.
Merrick Johnson returns back in. Still 1:23 to go here in the first half. Crawford back in shotgun formation. Merrick Johnson back there with him. Merrick being the workhorse. Handoff, John Reason, and gets down inside the 30-yard line. Close to the 29.
5 there, it looks like. Just a nice patient run. Waits, follows his blockers off on the left side here. You see it on the edge of your screen. He's got a couple of guys out in front of him, cuts it back up. Like we're saying, take what's there. Don't try and make a hero play. You don't have to on every possession.
2nd down and 4 here at the 24 or 29-yard line for Beatrice. 48 seconds remaining. Shotgun formation. Boston Crawford rolls out. Now will air it out. And
it is, I believe, caught in the end zone. No.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
That stops the clock with 39 seconds to go.
I think maybe Alex fell asleep out there.
Well, the main thing is it stops the clock. That's good.
Yeah. 39 seconds. You're at the 30-yard line. You got more than a second per yard. You got. Even Brian could make it from the 30 to the end zone in 39 seconds, I think.
I didn't think I could limp that fast.
Usually got that 44-second 40 time.
3rd and 4. Boston looks to air it out down the field into the end zone. Ball tipped and incomplete. Good defense there by Standing Bear.
Yeah, kind of same play as the one before, just like a little quasi Hail Mary almost, you know. But I mean, if you're full out Hail Mary and you got more receivers down there, but I guess I would like to see something, you know, intermediate, pick up that 5-6 yards. And Beatrice still got 2 timeouts, so you got time.
It's 4th down and 5 at the 30-yard line for Beatrice. Again, got away from the run there a few plays, and that's what they're really been successful at here with that offensive line in the first half. Boston rolls out down the sideline, overthrew his intended receiver.
Yeah, you miss on those couple other ones deep, and then you're kind of, wouldn't say forced to throw it because we've been seeing the running backs pick up 4, 5, 6 yards almost on every carry. But, I mean, reality is there with 26 seconds left. You know, odds are play your defense. You can go into halftime down 2, liking how you played that first half. You made a couple of mistakes, and it cost you, 8 points.
Yep.
But
it's been a battle.
Yeah, feel pretty good about it at this point.
1st and 10, Standing Bear at the 30-yard line. They'll kneel down, and they'll run the clock out.
There we go.
That will end the first half. Our score, Standing Bear 8 and Beatrice 6.
Thanks once again to our sponsors, Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, and Seco Building Systems, FNBO, First State Bank Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, the Jones Group, Insurance and Financial Services, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, the Beatrice Mary Family YMCA, and Claybaugh Pharmacy.
Our thanks to all of our great sponsors of Beam Broadcasting. Also like to thank our veteran alumni group from Beam Broadcasting, Ezzy Cuevas, the smartest man on the planet, and also Alex Veneman right there. You get the backside of him right there.
We got the back of our 2 cross-country medalists right there.
No, there they are.
Josiah on our left as we look at it, and Lucas on the right there. They got their medals around their neck. Pretty cool to be able to go run a state meet. They ran at noon today, so plenty of time to get back, be recognized in front of that crowd, especially in a sport that doesn't get that really ever.
Yeah.
So pretty sweet to see that. So.
Well, congratulations, Josiah and Lucas. You've done a great job. Ezzy Cuevas, Alex Veneman, thank you guys, our veterans, alumni of Beam Broadcasting returning to help us with the camera work. Also like to thank, I got time, Melanie Kobza for helping me with volleyball this fall. Hunter Zarbernicki and Ben Essam for helping us. They're stepping into Beam Broadcasting. They help us do what we do here.
Yeah, we'll head into halftime here. The Beatrice band's getting onto the field, and they have their state competition tomorrow up at Seacrest Field in Lincoln. Their performance time is at 4:15 at Seacrest Field. They have gone to the Kansas State Marching Festival here a couple of weeks ago. Last week they were at the LPS Invitational, where they received superior ratings at both of those. So I know I have plans to go up there and watch them tomorrow. Most of you know that this is what I used to do, is the marching band thing, so it obviously holds a place near and dear to me, so I'm going to go up there and support them and check them out. But their show this year is entitled Breakout, so we'll step aside and let you listen and experience the mighty band from Beatrice land.
All right, line up for the head count.
And we welcome you back to the House of Orange. Beatrice gets set to kick off here in the second half of play. Standing Bear up 8-6. I'm Brian Cook along with Maestro Andrew Johnson. Ezzy Cuevas, the smartest man on the planet, is out there with Alex Veneman, we call him Vinny, and Lexus Warnzing running our camera at the House of Orange. Beatrice trails by 2 going into the second half. I got first half stats I'll give it to you here in a little bit. A little pooch kick, and it is covered up at 35-yard line by Standing Bear.
Calling it dead, though, I think. I saw
maybe an offside.
Offsides. It's about got what it's got to be.
Well, they are bringing it back. And so,
yep.
They'll mark that off.
Lose the element of surprise on that one. So
Yeah.
we'll see what they opt to do here. I mean, the guy that was catching that did drop it, but
Let's see what.
probably heard some whistles right before he's catching it too. So
So here we go. Again, we'll try this again. Buckle your seatbelts. Get ready for the ride. Second half action is underway as Beatrice will kick off to the Grizzlies of Standing Bear. High kick. Bounce at the 20-yard line. Taken there. 25, 30, 35, and down to the 40-yard line. It's a good starting position here for the Grizzlies of Standing Bear. Down to the 41-yard line. That's where they'll start with their first possession of the second half. Stats in the first half, Beatrice rushed the ball 24 times for 117 yards and a touchdown. The passing by Boston Crawford, 1 for 6 for 13. A total of 30 plays, 130 yards for Beatrice. For Standing Bear, rushed the ball 11 times for 47 yards. 4 for 11 passing, 67 yards for Hayden Holden. 22 plays, 114 yards for Standing Bear in the first half. So Beatrice outgained Standing Bear by about 16 yards.
and what did we learn from the first half, Brian?
Run the football.
There we go.
I mean, it's either Tom Osborne or Bill Callahan. Who do you want? I want Tom Osborne's offense, not Bill Callahan's. Second down and 8.
I have Tom's offense and Bo Pelini's defense.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Although
Unstoppable.
Tom's defense is pretty good too with
Yeah.
Charlie McBride. I wouldn't complain
Oh.
after last week. But I don't even know if I'll watch tomorrow.
Oh, you got to watch it.
I gotta vacuum the lawn. I mean, mow the lawn.
That is a powerful hit there by Beatrice, and that is Grayson Klein. No gain on the play.
Third and 8 now for the Grizzlies on the 43 after that nice kick return.
The Beatrice defense, Grayson Klein there on that massive tackle. Holdren drops back to pass, airs it out down the middle of the field, and it's enough for a first down. Pick up about 9 on the play as he gets Cooper Gross Road there in the action.
Up the road at Norris, they're playing Elkhorn or hosting Elkhorn, and I looked a little bit ago when it was 14-13 early in the third, and I glanced back now and Norris scored again, 21-13 Titans lead. About halfway through the third.
Well, thanks to Bev Smalley. She's my neighbor. She's watching, sorry, I've got my cord all tangled up. Watching our broadcast she does every week. Our thanks, Bev. And off of the middle for a little gain there. But Bev's son made one of the most terrific plays we had years ago. Homecoming game against Omaha Roncalli. And Beatrice has a lead overtime. Roncalli goes down to the 2-yard line. Trevor Schmalley, playing middle linebacker, known as the quarterback, knocked the runner out as time expired at the 2-yard line, kept Roncalli for winning that game. Trevor Schmalley. Remember that name?
I remember that name.
Yeah. Made the big tackle to save homecoming that year. Bev's our neighbor. And Holden.
Yeah, nice fake handoff. Kept himself up around the outside there.
So third down here and about 3. Our thanks to Jeff Junker was watching in as well. Jeff Junker, Ben Essam, Hunter Zarbanecki. We appreciate you guys for helping us out, along with Melanie Kobza, helps out Beam Broadcasting. Handoff goes up the middle. That's a first down. That is Cooper Schultz on the carry.
Yeah, nice job by the Grizzly O-line here to open up that hole for him to get the necessary yardage. And he got a little bit more than that. But picked up maybe 5 or 6 on that carry. We're going to have a neutral zone infraction on the Orangemen, it looks like.
And penalties have come into play in this game on both sides. Where Beatrice got down to the 23-yard line once and looked like they were driving in for a go-ahead score, but 2 back-to-back penalties pushed them way back, and a sack in there as well. So penalties have played a role here in this game. 1st and 5 here for Standing Bear at the Beatrice 29-yard line. Hayden Holdren is the quarterback. Takes the pitch, now we'll air it out down the field. It's caught inside the 20-yard line, enough for a Standing Bear first down. That is Cooper Griswold again, back-to-back catches for him. Pick up about 13 on the play. So Standing Bear 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. So what the Beatrice defense, could they buckle down again? Because they've done it several times in this game. Let's see if they can do it. Shotgun formation, Hayden Holdren rolls out to his right, airs it out, almost intercepted. That's about 2 or 3 times Beatrice has almost intercepted a pass. Wow.
And this one was literally right to 3 Beatrice guys. You see it here on the replay. I mean, there's nobody in a white shirt around it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was deflected away from a Beatrice player, Yeah. 2nd down now. 10 from the 16-yard line. Beatrice had their opportunities for turnovers on the defensive side. Shotgun formation here for Hayden Holdren. Man in motion to the right. Holdren drops back to air it out and almost picked off again off the deflection for the tight end. Bo Spilker almost got it there.
Off some hands, off a helmet maybe.
Ricocheted, that's what I know. And I thought it was off the shoulder pad.
Yeah, maybe shoulder pad there.
A couple of opportunities there for an interception by Beatrice, but 2 incomplete passes. And the Grizzlies facing a 3rd down and 10 from the Beatrice 16-yard line. It's 4-down territory for the Grizzlies. Hayden Holdren, shotgun formation, will hand it off this time.
Didn't hand
it off. He kept it and is going to be swarmed over. A loss of 2 or 3 on the play. Good defensive pressure of that defensive line there.
Yeah, didn't bite on the fake here.
Rylan Gill was in on it. Grayson Klein on that off defensive line.
And a host of other Orangemen.
Yes.
You don't know who it is. You just say it's a host.
Or is it a...
How many geese were there? A gaggle.
Yeah, a gaggle of defenders. 4th down and 13 to go here. Holden drops back to pass, airs it out, and it is incomplete. Good coverage there by Beatrice, and that is Jay Jackson, the junior. And now a late flag will come in.
Yeah, it came from that back judge. Can't say I disagree.
When was the contact made? Pass interference, the call against the defense. That's an automatic first down. So instead of turnover on downs, Standing Bear will get the ball. believe this is an automatic first down on the pass interference. Or are they going to? No, fourth down. So it's not an automatic first down. They march the ball inside the 10-yard line. So it's fourth down and 3 for the Grizzlies, just inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they get the 10 yards. Automatic thing for the Orangemen.
So here we go. One wide receiver left, one to the right. Shotgun formation for Hayden Holdren. Takes the snap, looks to air it out, and it is caught. Touchdown. That is Cooper Grosswald, his third catch of this drive.
Yeah, nice looking drive by the Grizzlies there to come out, open the second half. Boy. A couple of them had a chance to knock that one out of the air maybe, or bat that ball down. Unfortunately for the Orangemen, couldn't quite do it. See if they line up here to kick or to go for 2 like they did the first time. I'm guessing go for 2, you're already up. That 8 points, you got that cushion already. So.
All right, well, here we go. 2-point conversion here for Standing Bear. They'll air it out, and it is caught and not inside the end zone. So 2-point conversion, no good. So it's 14-6. Beatrice still within 1 score of the Grizzlies here.
Yeah, good news for the Orangemen. I guess maybe that's the argument for kicking the PAT if you can. Then you puts it up more than 1 score.
Yeah.
But
maybe they don't have a kicker.
Check the roster here.
I don't know.
Unless you have somebody that only kicks, I don't think that's something you usually put on the roster in high school. Let's see, does it say kicker by Merrick Johnson? No, it does not. Okay. So.
Yeah. Well, it's 14-6 here. Grizzlies up on top. Beatrice scored the first touchdown of the game on their first drive after a fake punt. Merrick Johnson's 39-yard run made it 6-0. Beatrice failed on their 2-point conversion. That's back-to-back touchdowns by Standing Bear in the second and third quarters here to make it a 14-6 lead for Standing Bear. Our thanks to Ezzy Cuevas, Alex Veneman, and Lexus Warnzine, our camera crew at the House of Orange for tonight's festivities. I'm Brian Cook. He is the maestro, Andrew Johnson from Mission Control. Kickoff.
Those 3 are probably going to tell me I owe them dinner or something.
Yeah, yeah. They're veterans coming back, and nice kickoff return there by Beatrice. Gets it back to about the 37, 38-yard line. John Reason, I believe. Or is that Bo Spilker?
It was. I couldn't tell.
It was one of the 2, Bo Spilker.
An Orangeman.
Yeah. First and 10, Beatrice here at the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get a drive going here. One lone setback, offset I formation. Handoff goes to tailback. Merrick Johnson plows his way down to about the 40-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Merrick, who's now got 12 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. So him for the Orangemen, Hayden Holdren for Standing Bear are the 2 big players in this game so far on the offensive end. I formation, Crawford under center, hands off. Merrick Johnson up the middle, big hole again, runs over ground, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, see you later. Merrick Johnson, touchdown run, big time run by Merrick Johnson again. No penalty flags on the play.
Looks clean.
Looks clean. Let's count the touchdown there. So big time touchdown run, second by Merrick Johnson. Beatrice lining up for the 2-point conversion to tie this game up.
I'm not sure what's going on here now. We take a timeout, maybe?
Well, might take a timeout
we'll
here.
Take the opportunity to show you that
show that replay.
There's that run. Oh, we got an injured player down in the end zone for the Grizzlies. There it is, really just straight up the middle. Breaks a tackle, does a spin move, and then off to the races.
A 60-yard touchdown run. He's now got 13 carries, 166 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and he's one shy of Ben Essam's prediction.
Oh, man.
Ben thought that Merrick would have 3 touchdowns. Well, he's got 2 of them now.
It was Jace Koch for the Grizzlies that was injured. Looked like it was maybe just a cramp in the end zone there, so looks like he'll be all right.
Big 2-point conversion here. Beatrice gets this 2-point conversion. We're tied up at 14, halfway through the 3rd quarter. And our thanks to our staff at Beam Broadcasting. You want to become a sponsor, along with all of our other great sponsors, please contact the Maestro Andrew Johnson of the high school. Contact Cindy Raminga in the office. We'll set you up because their money stays right here at Beatrice High School to teach our students how to be broadcasters properly, and also to give the fans out there an opportunity to watch it like this one here. And throw in the end zone, and it is incomplete. They tried that twice now on the 2-point conversions. Didn't work either time.
Yeah, that first one was like a double handoff. This one was just straight to the guy coming across the backfield, and the receiver was there. It was just well underthrown, unfortunately, for the Orangemen. But gotta like what you saw there.
Yep, back within striking distance. 2-point game, 14-12. Standing Bear clinging to that 2-point lead. And we've got a quarter and a half yet to go, so anything happens here.
Yeah, just nice to have after the last few weeks a competitive game that you know is going to come down to the end.
Yes, and that's great to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last few weeks were against some really good competition for the Orangemen, and things obviously didn't go the Orangemen's way. So
2 weeks ago, if you were watching Beam Broadcasting, you saw a school record set. Annie Gleason on the volleyball team, that 5-set thriller against Ralston, had a triple-double, 15 ace serves, and that's a school record here, and you got to see it here on Beam Broadcasting. Thank you, sponsors, for allowing us to do this.
Yeah, not only that, we found out after the fact that she had a triple-double, which, like we talked about, you guys talked about on volleyball last night. Oh, great tackle there.
Nice.
By, you guessed it, Merrick Johnson. But triple-double, so she had double digits in kills, in digs, and in
ace serves.
Ace serves.
Ace serves 15, 11 kills, 12 digs.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, you hear about it in basketball, with points, rebounds, and assists, or maybe blocks depending on what position you're playing. But
I gave her sister Sophie Gleason credit for setting all those times for those kills.
She probably had to buy her dinner.
Yes, right. Yes. Shotgun formation, Hayden Holdren. Hands off, up the middle, and falls forward for a gain of a couple there, the running back. Getting the number on this here, and that is Braylon Koch. Gain of about a yard on the play.
Dad's a nice guy, I'm sure he said, I got you guys.
Yeah, Dan Gleason, you owe us supper for broadcasting it.
Hey, I'd take that.
Yeah. Holdren, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, airs it out, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That is one of the tight ends there, Caden Luby.
Yeah, just in and out of his hands right there on the sideline. 3rd and 8. See if defense can get a stop and force him to punt. We haven't seen too many punts in this game, actually. Maybe 3 of them, but
one by Beatrice. We had a fake punt by Beatrice.
Fake
said
punt.
It's our first touchdown.
A real punt. A blocked punt.
Yes. Special teams has really played a big key of this game.
That's like a triple
double,
triple punt. Yeah,
triple double and punts. Yes. Pass up the middle. It is caught and short of the first down. On the reception there, Chase Locker.
Both teams pointing their direction. One saying short, the other one saying first down, first down.
We got play here. It's short by about a yard.
Yep. Gotta guess they'll go for it here. They're running up to the line. Here we go.
So 4th down and just a little over a yard here.
Yeah, trying to draw us off. Hang tight. 15 on the shot, play clock. Shot clock. Boy.
Handoff up the middle, and that is a first down run by Braylon Koch. Pickup of about 5 on the play.
When you start mixing up all your lingo there, you know we've been doing a lot of games lately.
Yes. Different sports, different games. I haven't used Grand Slam in this game yet, but I will for the team that hits the Grand Slam to win the game. Right now, Merrick Johnson has 2 of them. 39-yard run, a 60-yard run for Merrick. 1st and 10 inside Beatrice territory. Braylon Koch with the carry down the far sideline. He's got room to run, and he is in for the touchdown. Now he's got a Grand Slam, I guess. A nice run to the outside.
Boy, then he takes a spill into the rocks behind the back of the end zone there. The shot put ring. That is not where you want to get shoved down.
That's a 49-yard touchdown run by Braylon Koch.
Nice little bout of sportsmanship there by one of the Stadium Bend players. Notice the pylon in that back corner was knocked over. He went back, running back there, picked it up, stood that thing back up. So
yeah.
Thanks to him.
Speaking of sportsmanship, I want to mention something here after this play is over about great sportsmanship, and I saw it the other day on social media. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It brought me to tears just thinking how great our ambassadors are here. And the 2-point conversion fails again. 20-12, Standing Bear by 8.
So we've seen 5 2-point conversions now tonight, and only 1 successful.
That was the first one that was tried by Standing Bear.
Okay, I'll tell everybody about it.
Yes.
After the softball, the championship softball game this past Monday up at Clausen Field up on the campus of Nebraska Omaha.
Freshman pitcher.
They do the medal ceremony and everything, and of course there's emotions on both sides. You work that long, there's going to be. But Hastings had an outstanding freshman pitcher. I can't think of her last name right now, but it was Ellie or Ella, and softball being softball, a lot of those girls know each other from summer ball, club ball, all of those sort of things. But there was a post that got made by a guy from the Tri-Cities area out there that posted, and it was four of the Beatrice girls over there, consoling her and telling her how great of a game she pitched, and there's no denying it. She struck out 15 Lady-O hitters that day in 8 innings of work.
Yeah.
So I mean, do the math. That's 9 that weren't strikeouts out of the entire game.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there wasn't 9 because there was the hit at the end.
Tatum Tipplemeyer's hit that won it.
So
off the glove of the freshman pitcher.
Yeah. And that was one. Kickoff's going to go out of bounds there, and Beatrice is going to get the ball in nice field position. But that hit at the end of the game, and I guess I'll ask you this one. Up at Clausen Field, they're playing on turf like we're watching this football game. If that had been at, the Smith Family Complex in Hastings or at Hannibal Park where they're playing on a natural dirt infield, does that ball get to the pitcher that fast? Does it go off the heel of her glove? That's just one of those, you
don't know.
Right. I mean, I would venture to guess that the ball's not going to be moving quite as quick, when it hits the dirt and, doesn't skip quite as much. I mean, I've done a little bit of throwing a baseball around on turf, and it does. It just bounces different. It skips more
Merrick Johnson with a big-time run again. He's going to need oxygen. Wow. He is running the ball hard.
Again, nice cut back to the inside. Had some blockers there, and then get off to the races, and he gets that corner, and
he's almost at 200 yards.
By far the best performance by a running back this season, I would think. Except maybe that Creek game. I guess I don't know what the numbers were on that one.
He's got 194 yards rushing on 14 carries and 2 touchdowns. I formation, hand off again to Merrick, up the middle. And we stopped for only 2 or 3 that time.
Only 3.
Yeah.
Backed it up a little bit, maybe 2.
196 yards. He's got a touchdown run of 39, a touchdown run of 60. That last one went for 38 yards, 17-yard run. He's just shy of the 200-yard rushing mark.
Busted in from here, it's 38 yards.
Yeah. And again, if we do score here, 2-point conversion ties it up. Getting the latter stages of the third quarter. Hand off on the counter sweep, far side. I think that's John Reason. And John gains about 2 yards on the play.
That was Merrick. Number 8 again.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, maybe just a yard on the play.
So 3rd down and 7 here for Beatrice. But yeah, that sportsmanship thing, I'll never forget that.
It was fantastic.
Great display of ambassadorship. Hand off. That's John Reason. Reason falls forward for a gain of about 5 on the play.
4th and 2 from the 32, you know you're going for it.
Yeah.
And that's why you can call that play before. Go get 3, 4, 5, whatever you can get, and make it very manageable.
Yeah. This is Merrick Johnson territory. I mean,
you would think.
4th and short. Boston will hand it off to Merrick, right up the hole, across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and spin move, touchdown, Beatrice, touchdown, Merrick Johnson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, and now we're within 2 points of a tie. Wow, again, can you believe this?
Over 200 yards on the night now for him as well.
Where'd that start at?
From the 32.
So another 32-yard run. He's well over 200 yards now. How about 228 yards for Merrick Johnson and 3 rushing touchdowns? Ben Essam, you're a genius.
Well, don't get carried away.
He called it 3 touchdowns by Merrick
here,
Johnson.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's another one yet.
Well, make it 4 maybe. Well, if it is. And now Merrick Johnson,
There it
2-point
is.
conversion, good. It ties it up at 20. It's the Merrick Johnson show. Wow. Can you believe this? So now we're tied at 20 with 1:40 to go in the 3rd quarter.
That was fantastic blocking on the edge of that right side of that line there.
The offensive line, I bet Merrick Johnson takes this entire offensive line out for steak dinners after this game. They're a big part of that 228 yards. Granted, yeah, he gets that big hole, but he's breaking tackles down the field. But the offensive line setting him up for success.
Yeah, here's that touchdown again we saw from Merrick just a second ago. Hurdles one guy. A little juke there to make that guy commit to the tackle, and then tiptoes that sideline and makes it in.
That's a great Texas spin move on the dance floor. Called the Texas two-step swing.
Texas two-step.
And that's what Merrick did. And here's it.
That conversion. Like I said, just great blocking there.
Yeah. I know I've called his number a lot, but Rylan Gill has been in big-time situations on the offensive line. Grayson Klein, Gavin Roden, and company, they're on the offensive line doing the job. So 3 touchdowns, 2-point conversion, good. We're tied at 20.
A little skipping kick there, and it goes out of bounds at the 21. So Standing Bears is going to get the ball at the 35 to take over, I believe is where it is. How many yards you say Merrick was up to now?
228 is what I've got him for. That's unofficial, obviously.
I'm going to have to step out, set the headset down, and go get you a calculator.
Yeah, I'm not worried about my math. I'm worried about my counting the yardage right. And I've got him for 228 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty accurate around that 228 yards. And a 2-point conversion, 3 touchdowns, a fake punt. There's nothing that Merrick has not done in this game. He's played great defense as well for that middle linebacker position.
He hasn't thrown for a touchdown.
No, that's true.
Nor does he have a completion.
And there's the Beatrice defense trapping the runner back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that one. Just nice job of swarming to the ball carrier. And
Evan Roberts was there. I believe Wyatt Happel was also there on that defensive line.
Looks like Wyatt Happel was the one down there that had that ankle. So if you're given
Kane Ruskamp limps off. Loss of one on the play. Second down and 11 here for Standing Bear at the 34-yard line. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Holdren airs it out, incomplete.
Tipped there at the line, maybe? I don't know. He's throwing a pretty decent ball tonight. That one didn't look quite right. That's why I wonder if maybe that got tipped when it was coming through there.
Caden Schuster on the coverage there. So third down and 11 here. Looks like Cooper Schultz checks in as running back as Braylon Koch comes off. Third and 11 from the 34-yard line. Been a battle throughout this game. Holdren. And
penalty flags, false start.
So instead of third and 11, it's third and 16. Does that dictate where you punt now? Or
we should have guessed how many false starts we'd see tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's third down now. I'm sorry, third down and 16, not fourth and 16. Yeah, because there's been some critical penalties.
Quite a few of them.
On
a
both
lot of
sides.
not too many holds or anything. It's mostly been false starts, couple neutral zones. I only remember the one hold, I think.
Yeah, by Beatrice.
Yeah.
Cost us
Negated a big play, yeah.
Third down and 16 from the 29-yard line for the Grizzlies. Holdren back in shotgun formation. Looks to air it out and does so, and throws it short, incomplete. Holdren's been kind of streaky as a passer. He'll hit a big pass play and then throw 2 or 3 incomplete passes in a row.
That's flag on that play too.
Yeah.
Beatrice saying it's on Standing Bear.
Yeah, holding. I would assume they're going to decline this, and they will. And here comes the punt team for Standing Bear, facing a 4th and 16 from the 29-yard line. Good stand by the defense again. Tied at 20. About 41 seconds to go here in this third quarter of play. High punt. Not a very long fair.
Yeah, bounces right at the 50, and they catch it just on the other side.
So good field position for Beatrice, 48-yard line.
32 seconds left in the third. Want to thank our sponsors again for their support this fall season. Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, FNBO, First State Bank Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, Jones Group, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, Beatrice YMCA, and Claybaugh Pharmacy.
First and 10, Beatrice at the 48-yard line. We're tied up at 20. Just seconds remaining here in the third quarter. I formation here for Boston Crawford. He'll go under center, run the football here.
Yeah. Don't go away from what's working.
Yeah, because Merrick's just
Yeah,
right at the gut again.
Yep.
Big hole again, offensive line. Watch those offensive linemen, folks, because they're opening up big holes for Merrick to do his job. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. 234 yards for Merrick Johnson. Wow. And 3 touchdowns, 2-point conversion. And that will end the third quarter of play, and Beatrice tied it up, tied at 20. Beatrice outscores Standing Bear 14-12. They're in the third quarter. It was 8-6 at halftime. And we had scoring explosion.
Good quarter for the Orangemen there.
There's that tremendous run by Merrick Johnson. He got Beatrice within 2, and he converts this 2-point conversion to tie it up on this play right here on the replay. Replay being brought to you by the maestro, Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, and we should say thanks to the Beatrice Educational Foundation for all the stuff they do for us. They were instrumental in helping get Beam up and running when we started 5 years ago.
Doris Martin was a big instrument. Now it's Jamie Vader who's there. We thank the Beatrice Educational Foundation. I know the Trustee Foundation has done a lot for us in this as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people we're going to miss if we try and thank everybody that's had something to do with it over the last 5 years. But one we do need to mention is Carol Oltman.
Oh, golly, Carol.
You know, she and I worked together when this, we first started with just the video board in the gym, and they said, hey, can we add this, when we hit the COVID stuff? And we go, well, we don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure something out. And we started with just a single camera, and we had to manually put the score in ourselves and everything. And we've come a long ways, but definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without Carol. She's enjoying retirement now, still does all her sewing stuff. We see her once in a while. She embroiders a lot of things for people in and around the community, and
yep, she did all my Beam.
Yep. So, but yeah, just great person. Really thankful to have worked with her, and
a lot of people behind the scenes that made this work.
And
off the fullback, right up the middle, and that's a first down.
That was a weird play.
Cale Cook on the carry, I believe there.
Here it is on the replay. Watch here. It's like Boston gets the ball and doesn't realize he has it for a while, but the whole line knows the ball is off. So,
again, that offensive line.
Yeah.
They are doing a great job tonight. Opened up a big path there for Cale Cook. 1st and 10, Beatrice at the Standing Bear 40-yard line, tied at 20. Ezzy Cuevas and Alex Veneman and Lexi Warnzine, thank you for being at the House of Orange and helping us with camera work. Merrick Johnson again. Runs for another 5-yard carry there, just packing up the yardage. I've got him for 241 yards on 19 carries, 3 touchdowns.
241 on 19.
Wow. All of his touchdown runs have been over 30 yards.
19 carries, 241 yards. That is an average of 12.7 yards a carry.
Keep feeding him.
Yeah.
Feed him. He wants it. And hand off to the fullback, Cale Cook, and Cale up close to the first down mark. Gain of about 5 on the play for Cale.
Senior getting a carry here on the last game of the season.
Cale now 2 carries, 8 yards. Other fullback, Connor Hayden, 2 carries for 9 yards. Those are big yardage for a fullback. 1st and 10, Beatrice now at the 30-yard line. Trying to take their first lead since opening up with a 6-0 lead. begin the game on their first drive. Handoff to Merrick. Merrick on the right side. Gains about 3 on the play. 20 carries now.
Oh, that's really cutting into his average yardage.
Yeah.
It's probably down to 12 and a half yards a carry now.
I don't think Merrick's real worried about that. 2nd down and 7 at the 27-yard line. Thank you, Jeff Junker. Jeff Junker has been one to point that out.
Yeah, well, I hang out with him once in a while, so there's a few things bound to rub off. Thankfully, I still got way more hair than he does.
Merrick down the near side, pushed out of bounds. Down about the 21-yard line.
Bunch of flags back at the original line of scrimmage, though, so I'm going to guess that one's not going to count, I'm going to guess.
Well, let's see what the indication is by the official. Holding offense. Takes it back to about the 37-yard line. 2nd down and about 17 now from the 37-yard line. Beatrice just keeps running the football. They'll be okay. They've gone to that run game here in the 3rd quarter, and it's helped them. They've rallied back and tied it up.
Now just keep going here. Get it down, get some points, and don't leave them much time.
That's Boston Crawford on the quarterback keeper. Gets the 7 yards back there. 6-yard carry for Boston.
You were incorrect. That was Merrick.
Is that Merrick? I just saw.
Those 8 and the 6, yeah.
It's hard to see.
They look awfully. I had to wait to see who stood up, and watched him walk back over, and that is Merrick indeed.
Okay. Thank you for correcting me on that.
Can't short him the yards.
No, I do not. 250 yards now for Merrick on 21 carries. Boston to air it out, and that one's going to fall short of his intended receiver.
Bo Spilker in the area there, but kind of fluttered, and truth be told, might be better that one hit the turf.
And Beatrice just 1 for 7 passing for 13 yards. And that sets up a 4th down now for Beatrice. 4th and a long 10 from about the 31-yard line. This is 4-down territory for Beatrice. Merrick Johnson standing beside Boston Crawford. Boston looking to air it out. He does. And it is
oh my goodness.
In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Wow.
About 3 chances to catch that one.
So Beatrice going for the home run ball there.
I guess just trying to catch him, expecting something else.
Yeah. But they had triple coverage on the receiver back there, or double coverage.
Yeah, John had about 3 chances to catch that. He sits up and says, "Where's the pass interference?" But no, once you touch that,
yeah, it's free game after that.
And it didn't really even look to me like they hit him a whole lot. So
1st and 10, Standing Bear after the incomplete pass at the 31-yard line.
Get a stop, boys.
Hayden Holdren hands off to the running back up the middle, and is met there. That is Merrick Johnson.
Wyatt Happel was there to start, and then he came in to finish it.
Being about 3 on the play for Cooper Schultz. 2nd down and 7. Or 2nd down and 6, 34-yard line. 1 wide receiver split left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. 2 in the backfield. Hayden Holdren. Holdren fakes the handoff, airs it out. It is caught near the 40. Breaks a tackle there, down at about the 49-yard line.
Nice play for the Grizzlies there.
Yeah.
Gets them to almost midfield, so gonna have to buckle down and get a stop here, keep them off the board.
Cooper Grosserwold now 3 catches, a touchdown, and 30 yards receiving. 1st and 10, Grizzlies just shy of the midfield marker. Hand off to the tailback and swallowed up near about the 50-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. That is Cooper Schultz. He has 5 carries for 15 yards. 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, I can average that one in my head. It's 3.
Good math.
My kids always give me grief for not being able to multiply and stuff. Look, I did it, guys.
Yes, you did. Get an A+. Roll around. Hayden Holdren trapped back near the original line of scrimmage. Good hustle by the Beatrice defense again. Loss of about 3 on the play. So Beatrice's defense stepping up when they need to.
Yeah, I tried to cut that one back up the middle, and then we were there to just string it out to the side.
So 3rd down, a long 10 from the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation. One lone setback. Holdren airs it out down the far sidelines and given out of bounds there.
Short of that 1st down.
Tight end.
Bring up what could be a big 4th and 2.
Paul Hart on the reception there. 4th down and 2. Inside Beatrice 45-yard line. Standing Bear obviously going for it. 4th and short. Holdren back in shotgun formation. Holdren fakes the pitch out, keeps the football. Wow, he took a shot
really close.
Right near the 1st down marker. Wow. Holy cow. John Reason was there. I believe Merrick Johnson was also there. Jay Jackson on the defensive end. And it will be a measurement here. That'd be the hardest 2-yard carry that Hayden Holdren had to make there. So bring the sticks out and measure it here. It's either 1st and 10 Beatrice or 1st and 10 Standing Bear. They stretch chains out, and he got it by the end of the football. Wow, that was close.
Boy, yeah.
Like I said, he got leveled.
It was right there. It was all going to depend on where they set that thing down.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Grizzlies at the Beatrice 42-yard line.
Must have been camo night in the student section.
Yeah. It's getting close to deer season, too.
It's, I believe pheasant season opens tomorrow.
Yes, it does. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Holdren in shotgun formation. Cooper Schultz, the lone setback. Takes the pitch to him, airs it out. Cooper Grosserwold
Wide
up for 1st down. Pick up about 11 on the play.
That one was too easy. Dilemma you start facing here is pretty soon you're gonna have to look at that clock and think, okay, when do we need to stop it?
Yeah. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Tied at 20. Standing Bear on the drive inside Beatrice territory.
The way Beatrice has been moving the ball tonight's been on the ground.
Yeah.
But we have seen definitely the ability to get some chunk plays on the ground. So they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah. Standing Bears had a good balance as far as passing. They've passed the ball 21 times for 125 yards and a touchdown. But they've also run the ball. They've had a good mix of run and pass, where Beatrice have done their damage on the ground where it should be. They're just 1 for 8 through the air for 13 yards, Beatrice. So if I'm looking at the Beatrice offense, they run the football.
Yeah.
It's been working. You got a runner that's got over 200 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in Merrick Johnson. I know he's going to be tired. He plays both sides.
I don't know if that kid gets tired.
He's got a motor that's got an extra gear in it.
Not unless it's like double overtime of a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Which I have seen that. And I would encourage everyone, if you haven't come out and seen a wrestling duel, come check one out this winter.
Boys and girls both.
Yes.
It's incredible. Hand off up the middle. Gain about 5 or 6 on the play.
Yeah, they're starting to get a few more yards on all these carries. I kind of made my little joke about averaging 3 a carry, but it's becoming 4 and 5 now, most of these carries. But yeah, come out and check out a wrestling meet when we have one here at the school. They do some different lighting in the gym for that. It's really cool.
That.
And if you can't make it, watch it on a beam. That's one of the things, you know, when we talked about 5 years ago when we started this, I sure didn't know much about wrestling, but in covering it the last few years, I've learned a lot more, and it is really fun to watch.
It is a blast. Holdren, and the quarterback keeper, gets inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. First down and 10. So pickup of about 5 on the carry for Hayden Holdren. Now it's 1st and 10. Standing Bear inside the red zone here. With under 4 minutes to go, almost 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Hayden Holdren in shotgun formation, takes a snap. Hands off up the middle, Cooper Schultz. He's inside the 15 to about 14-yard line.
Yeah, they're thinking the same thing I did a bit ago. Let's run this now and just keep that clock moving.
Yeah. So you think the last team that has a possession will win this game? Certainly looking like it.
If we go down to my predictions from before the game, that was part of mine.
Yes, it was. See, you and Ben Essam are smarter than I am.
Well, we knew that. I love you, buddy.
Yeah. This goes back to being an Astros fan, I'm sure.
I tell, I don't joke with people I don't like.
Yeah.
So.
Cooper Schultz inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Beatrice starting to look a little gassed here.
And officials timeout. So we have an officials timeout.
I think it looks like they called it for one of the Standing Bear players. I don't know who they were making go off,
but it's 1st down and goal now for Standing Bear at the 8-yard line.
But that little pause right there, gotta let the guys catch their breath a little bit, you know. But there we ticked to 2 minutes and just under.
Shotgun formation for Hayden Holdren. Cooper Schultz, lone setback. We have a timeout called this time by Standing Bear. The minute 49 to go.
Must not have liked something they saw, I guess.
Well, the Beatrice defense has been called on plenty of times in this game. Some have worked, some haven't.
Yep, gonna need one more. Well, before we're to the very end of this, I want to take the chance to say huge thank you to you, Brian.
Well, thank
for
you.
being here doing all these games. Missed you with a few of them between PA and a few things and whatnot, but I know Gus Brown would say the same thing, that we appreciate everything you do for Beatrice High School, filling in wherever it is we need you.
I do it for you guys, the
kids love
staff,
seeing you.
and the athletes, student athletes. I wouldn't trade it for the world. You give me a front row seat to all this activity, and I love it.
So, but huge thank you.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it.
Wouldn't trade it for the world.
But I think maybe we're all looking forward to a month off and
Yes.
we'll regroup and get ready for basketball and wrestling.
Yeah. Swimming and diving, also a winter sport. Maybe one day, Beam will be doing swimming and diving.
Yeah, I think Fairbury's done a few of those for us, but
A handoff to Cooper Schultz. He slides inside the pylon for a touchdown of 8 yards. So an 8-yard touchdown run by Cooper Schultz gives Standing Bear back the lead here with just 1:43 on the clock.
Beatrice does have all 3 timeouts yet, so you got that going for you, and of course has the ability to get a pretty good run back. So now you're looking for here, can you stop them on this conversion?
This is big.
And give yourself an even better shot.
26-20. Grizzlies lining up for 2 points here. Holdren drops back to air it out and in there for a 2-point conversion. Saw his tight end in the back of the end zone.
Not sure how they got through. You'll see it right
No.
here. There's two Beatrice defenders, and they both jump just over
Wow.
top of them.
Just missed it.
Let's see, 80. I thought that was 83 for them. Let's see. Yeah, Paul Hart, but we don't have any heights. So, well, if you're Beatrice, you know what you got to do now. So, but
Give
back to the swimming thing you just brought up. Swimming, of course, down here is Beatrice, Norris, and Fairbury. I think occasionally Freeman's been a part of that as well. Fairbury's streamed some of those, I believe, but there was some chitter chatter last year about trying to work together with the streaming guy up at Norris, who does a lot of things very similar to how we do stuff. So he's the other one I should say huge thank you to. Helps me a lot. You know, when we went to do those softball games, I said, Drew, what do I do? How do I make this work? If I want to do this, how do I make it work? And how do I put a good product out there from the first time out? And he goes, here's what you need. So we lined it up, and about 3 days later, we were doing softball. So huge thanks to Drew Carlson up at Norris. Titans in that football game, they pulled away. It's 42-20 now in that game. But, yeah, there was a little chitter chatter maybe about seeing if we could do one. And they did revamp the pool out there, so there's a little more space, you know, on that pool deck now. So we'll have to look into that. The problem is, as we've seen kind of with the fall, is these kids are very busy, you know, and there's a lot of basketball games, a lot of wrestling, and then you throw in, you know, swimming.
Yeah.
It's hard to be at everything.
It is. And we do activities outside of sports as well. Didn't want to mention that on Beam Broadcasting. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. Our sponsors allow us to do this, to highlight our student athletes or students here and their activities.
All right, here we go.
1st and 10, Beatrice at the 31-yard line. After the squib kick, Boston Crawford in shotgun formation. Hands off on the sweep near side. And John Reason gets it down about the 37, 38-yard line. Pick up of about 6 for John.
Got to think Beatrice wants to work pretty quick here, but don't see a whole lot of urgency yet.
John Reason, 10 carries, 43 yards. Shotgun formation here for Boston Crawford. Merrick Johnson, the lone setback. Boston airs it out, and the jump ball for it Not sure if he made the grab Bo Spilk or the intended receiver.
Did not. Standing bear defender was able to get his hands in there. Taller defender, and just knocked that one away.
Beatrice 1 for 9 passing for 13 yards. And that one completion came on the very first pass.
Yeah, I know you're down to 1:06, but you still got 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
It's been working on the ground.
Shotgun formation here for Boston Crawford. John Reason in motion. Crawford will keep the football.
It's Merrick.
It's Merrick again, sorry.
Yep.
Very close to a first down. Timeout. Did he get it? Merrick 254 yards. Timeout called by, I believe, Beatrice here. 59 seconds to go.
Was that last play? You see Merrick back there at quarterback now, confusing us all.
Yeah.
Then up there, let's see.
That's very close.
I'm going to guess he's a football short from the far side, but the guy that came in from the near side was a little further up. But it looks like where the sticks are and where they're standing, it's going to be that. There's a better camera angle on that. Think about that football length short.
Yeah. Regardless here, you got to pick up the yardage for first down.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And then work on your scheme to get it down in for 2 touchdown and 2-point conversion. 28-20, Grizzlies up on top. Late touchdown drive here in the fourth quarter. Reclaim the lead. I can't say enough. I can't brag enough about what this offensive line for Beatrice has done. And you'll see the yardage on the ground. That's first down and flag flies.
Just hope that's going to be them. Yeah, it looks like they're.
Well, they're talking out here.
The fist to the helmet. That used to be like, what, spearing?
Right, illegal contact. Personal foul. And yes, using the helmet. And so that's a personal foul. That's a 15-yard penalty. So not only get the first down, but some big-time yardage here. Beatrice now inside Standing Bear territory.
Down to the 43.
Yeah. First and 10, Orangemen. 56 seconds left. Looking to go down, score a touchdown, 2-point version to tie it up. Eric Johnson. No, it's Boston Crawford. Pass near side and getting out of bounds. Yep. Yes, that's big.
To the 40, out of bounds.
Looks like the trainer got rolled over there by John Reason.
She'll be all right. She ran a half marathon a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she's tough. So we'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 here at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation. Merrick Johnson airs it out, and it is caught. Touchdown, Beatrice. Can you believe this? Merrick Johnson connects to the big receiver there.
Oh, my goodness. Beatrice goes 1 for 72 passing on the night to start with, and then we complete about 3 of them.
Who was that on the reception?
Cale Cook. So now, unfortunately, there's not a 3-point conversion.
Unreal. Beatrice Merrick Johnson
Boy.
connects with a 37-yard touchdown pass to Cale Cook, the fullback.
Here it is again.
And now we're down to a 2-point conversion to try to tie it up with 36 seconds to go. I don't know. The 2-point conversion, they tried twice, it didn't work. I'd probably stay away from that.
Boy, as much success as you've had running
with Merrick Johnson.
Well, and now that he's in playing quarterback again,
Yeah.
you know, give him a running back next to him. Put John there, blocker, and
Run
you
pass
got
option.
options.
You got run pass
I
option.
go run option.
Yeah. Yes. So here we go. It goes down to the wire here. 2-point conversion to try to tie it up and possibly send it in overtime. I formation. Handoff goes to Merrick Johnson, and he is stopped short for the first time all game.
Looks like somebody got a hand on him from the back to pull him down here. Yep.
Wow.
Looks like that was Calvin Cook for the Grizzlies maybe making the tackle. Huge play for them.
That is a massive play to stop Merrick Johnson. He's been running all over the place.
Don't disagree with the call, as we discussed.
Yeah. On the topic, back to Merrick. 3 touchdown runs, a 2-point conversion, a touchdown pass
There it is.
for Merrick. He's got the trifecta. That's a triple-double we've been looking for from Merrick Johnson.
It's like closer to hitting for the cycle almost.
Yes, it is. 28-26. So
Maybe an onside kick and make a field goal.
wow.
And then it's
And
then
see
it's,
Merrick's kicking the field
then
goal.
it's the onside kick or the hitting for the
Hit the
cycle,
cycle
for sure.
there.
Yeah. Or bowling a turkey. What's the most uncommon thing? Hitting for the cycle's got to be right up there.
Wow. The cycle's very rare. Triple-double in volleyball, extremely rare.
Yep. I mean, 3 or 4 home runs in a game, really rare too.
Yes.
Although it's been done.
And what Merrick Johnson's done
Perfect
tonight.
game if we're going on the other side of the ball, pitching. Okay.
Onside kick coming your way with 36 seconds to go. Merrick Johnson doing the kicking. We have a timeout called. Well, Merrick has got the triple-double. He's got over 200 yards rushing, 254 yards rushing on 27 carries, 3 touchdown runs. He also has an extra or 2-point conversion run that was good, and a 37-yard touchdown pass to Cale Cook. So Merrick Johnson has been his game tonight. He has really, really, really been very good. That offensive line, you put all 5 of those boys and the tight end in there on that offensive line. They have been a big part of Merrick Johnson's success here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And, the coaching staff and Merrick would tell you that, they can't have, he can't have that success without the rest of them.
I know that Rylan Gill, Grayson Klein, Gavin Roden, Colton Reeves, Ian Losman, Dalton Sen, Kane Ruskamp, Cade Knibbelmeyer, Nolan Carroll, Joe Marquez, all part of that great offensive line for Beatrice in this game. They have all done the job. Onside kick coming, and it is covered up by Standing Bear, and they're going to escape with a thrilling 28-26 victory here at the House of Orange. We have a Beatrice player down.
No. It's just the frustration of everything and the culmination of the season. You had this game and you had a chance, and
The thrill of victory, agony of defeat.
It's going to be a tough night.
But they played their guts out.
Yeah, they did.
You got to see it on beam. They played their guts out both offensively and defensively. Standing Bear played their guts out both on offense and defense. And one of these teams had to lose this game, which is a shame because they both played well tonight. Grizzlies and Orangemen. There's a kneel down. And clock stops for the final timeout, I believe. Do I have to nail it down one more time? The life lessons come with all the sports we see. And it's, you know, when you get knocked down, you get yourself back up. Both these teams been knocked down a lot, and they've picked themselves up for this final contest tonight. And it shows you keep fighting to the very end. Sometimes you get over the hump, sometimes you fall short, but it's a life lesson that's going to carry on throughout their lifetimes about how to never give up in a game. And we saw these teams both never give up.
Yep.
Our thanks to a lot of people. You mentioned a lot of them. The administration team here, Jason Alexander, Jackie Nielsen, Gus Brown, Cindy Raminga, the backbone, Philip Voigt, Dylan Kendall, Lori and Rachel in the office, Zach Lowenstein, I got to mention him, and Toro for security purposes. Got to mention those guys. The mighty band from Beatrice Land, Mandy Carter, great job. The pride and joy of Beatrice, the cheerleaders, do it all the time under Emily Dean. Black Diamond Dancers, I'm looking forward to seeing her in basketball. Mallory Hubka, PA announcer Rich Huvenick. The list goes on. Ezzy Cuevas, Alex Veneman, Lexus Warrenstein, job well done behind the cameras tonight. And a big thank you goes out to our producing engineer. Can't thank him enough for giving us this opportunity. The maestro, Andrew Johnson, for all he does behind the scenes, folks. Been a great fall of sports here at Beatrice High School, thanks to Beam Broadcasting. And big thanks to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. 28-26, our final score. You want to go through the sponsors one more time?
Sure. Huge thanks to our sponsors once again, Beatrice Community Hospital and Health Center, Building Tech and Seco Building Systems, FNBO, First State Bank of Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, the Jones Group, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, Beatrice Mary Family YMCA, and Claybaugh Pharmacy. Thank you to all of you for your support for Beatrice activities and athletics and Beam.
Well, thank you very much for joining in the House of Orange. Congratulations to Lincoln Standing Bear, and a great effort by Coach Keiser and his staff and the boys in the trenches. The offensive line, Merrick Johnson, 254 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown, a 2-point conversion behind that great offensive line effort tonight. Congratulations to both teams. Good season. And hopefully we'll see you during basketball season, wrestling season right around the corner. Thank you for joining us here on Beam Broadcasting.